on the Eucharist, a divine appeal, Revelations to Sister Anne Ali, daughter of Jesus the Good Shepherd, editor, Father Judo Mbukanma, OP, Dominican priest of the Dominican province of Nigeria, audio format of Divine Appeals, number 51 through 75. Divine Appeal 51. The Freemasons have abused me totally. This is the dark hour when they are trying to abolish my presence. They abuse my very gospel. My daughter, be patient and listen to me. You know what I request of you: prayers, penance. Keep awake and keep expositions of my divine sacrament. These are difficult hours for me, as dark as they are. Satan works with, in order to corrupt them, instilling in them that the holy sacrifice of the Mass should be abolished. The devil is very astute. What suffering to me! Weary of my vigil for mankind, day and night, I remain waiting though my sacramental veils. I love mankind. I have come to call them. I desire that all may be saved. I want them to realize the terrible truth. The Freemasons have abused me totally. This is the dark hour when they are trying to abolish my presence. They abuse my very gospel. Their iniquity is repugnant. They shout, "We do not want Christ," as they turn me upside down. Satan has chained their souls. My daughter, unite your heart to my tears. Look at me in my divine sacrament. What great sorrow! How do I make them understand that I love them all? This is why I allow myself to be seen. The Freemasons are executing themselves with their own hands. Hell awaits them. Pray a great deal without ceasing. Do not be afraid. I have given you many signs of my presence. You must always be obedient, serene and humble. Be prepared for everything. My daughter, be attentive to him for the good of souls. My eternal Father wants it so. I want you to follow what I tell you. I have prepared you in many years. Pray, I must accomplish more. Watch with me and hold mankind in your heart. I make myself visible to beg for prayers and penance in order to convert souls and bring them to repent. Pray a great deal, and unite yourself to them. I bless you. 2 a.m., 11th December, 1987. Footnote 29. The Freemasons are executing themselves with their own hands. This statement may appear harsh, but the judgment is based on the view that inevitable consequences of the conscious rejection of Christ is condemnation. Footnote 30. Attentive to him, refers to Sister Anne Ali's spiritual father. Divine Appeal 52. Through my sacramental veils, I am gazing on anyone who has pity on me. My daughter, watch and pray. Keep me in the light. This is my difficult hour. Abused and ridiculed, I am quiet in my tabernacle, whipped and turned upside down. I am inexorably wounded by my own. Through my sacramental veils, I am gazing on anyone who has pity on me. I must repose sacramentally in your heart. I want to strengthen you and give you new light. You must embrace the whole of mankind. You must be strong with this supreme proof of obedience and love. You pray and do penance. Expose me to souls. The blasphemers, the image of worldly man, the action of his diabolical spirit, brings destruction and ruin. Pray. Through prayers, I will call the attention of many souls. What hurts me most is my own, who betray and attack me on both sides. They are traitors in perdition. God, my eternal Father, will do justice for all these iniquities. Beware, it will be worse than Babylon. Judgment is coming. The dealers will perish, because they have drunk Satan's poison. They have turned against my eternal Father. This is my painful hour when they are laboring hard to abolish my holy sacrifice of the Mass. They all oppose me. My eternal Father has shown me and has told me this is all the earth. Diseased in part. So few are the chosen ones. The good do not pray. Many nations will disappear off the face of the earth. I, the Lord of Revelation, order you to assure them that I appeal to their consciences, to the whole of humanity. Pray, do penance, receive me more and more. I want them to repent. Many do not listen to me because they are not aware of this terrible reality. My mercy is great if they repent. I bless you. 12th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 53. I want humanity to repent. My daughter, watch with me. I want you to accompany me. I want humanity to know the seriousness of the state of the world and to understand the inexorable justice of God. I want humanity to repent, otherwise it will cast down innumerable souls into eternal fire, together with Satan, who suggests to them that my eternal Father does not exist. In the sacrament of love, I am always attacked on all sides. I pour tears over humanity, like a beggar. I ask for consolation for the evil which is being provoked in my presence. Led by, mankind is racing towards the precipice of perdition. Pray a great deal. Lift souls to me. My desire is that mankind be saved. I am very hurt by my own, like traitors, they betray my presence and drag souls down to perdition. I bless you. 13th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 54. The devil is giving battle against my divine sacrament of love. I am so abused, blasphemed. I understand this terrible hour for me. My own, are laboring hard to abolish my presence in the holy sacrifice of the Mass. My daughter, watch with me and pray. Consider the plight of the world. The devil is giving battle against my divine sacrament of love. I am so abused and blasphemed. my own, are laboring hard to abolish my presence in the holy sacrifice of the Mass. I am shedding tears for the whole of humanity. My eternal Father's anger is overflowing. The chalice is filled with my pain. I allow myself to be seen. I counsel you so that you may pray more and more. I beg you to take more time for me. Listen to me and be attentive to what I tell you. Share this anguish with me. I have given myself in your heart. Offer me everything continuously, living with me in the same post. You must live at my disposition and that of mankind. See every person in my afflicted countenance. Cloister everyone in my heart. Do not be afraid. Feel what I tell you. I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 14th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 55. More and more, my sacraments are abandoned and despised. My mysteries are blasphemed. My daughter, keep awake. Give me your company in these sad and lonely hours. These are dark hours when the devil is using my own, who are laboring hard to destroy the holy sacrifice of the Mass and to destroy souls in order to lead them to perdition. More and more, my sacraments are abandoned and despised. My mysteries are blasphemed. Continuously, and more than ever before, the Freemasons attack my divine sacrament of love in the tabernacle. What more could I have suffered for mankind? The devil is using my own. The good ones do not understand me as I am. Many love me for the sake of the reward which I have promised. They do not allow me to make use of my rights over them. I have given myself in this sacrament. I am always watching beneath my sacramental veils, that all many come into the ocean of my mercy, and be saved. I beg you to spend all this dark hour with me in order to atone. The weight of these present sins press on me in my tabernacle. I call everyone to amend. My eternal Father's anger is overflowing. Pray a great deal to appease his anger. This is the time to pray and obtain mercy. The time is coming when I will speak with my judge's voice. If people are not courageous, resolute and tenacious to avoid the catastrophe, then and there mankind will be finished. This is a terrible anguish because many do not want to believe in my warnings and repent. But if more people repent and pray, the wrath of my eternal Father will be appeased. I bless you. 3 a.m., 15th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 56. It is only through these small hosts that the evil powers that wish to abolish the Holy Mass will be defeated. My daughter, listen to what I tell you. This is my voice of mercy and love to all mankind. Keep awake and watch with me. This is my difficult hour of darkness. I need your company. Pray a great deal. Immerse yourself in the most high spirit of contemplation, for the sake of mankind. From cenacles of prayer and small hosts in order to appease the wrath of my eternal Father. It is only through these small hosts that the evil powers that wish to abolish the Holy Mass will be defeated. I want all souls to atone. These are my words of warning obtained from my divine mercy. The moment has come when I must warn mankind, because I would not let anyone perish, unless it is with his own consent. I call them to pray and repent before it is too late. Offer the sacrifice of the Mass twice. These are my lonely hours. I never sleep in my vigil for sinners. I keep watching through the veils of my tabernacle without anyone visiting me. I delight in seeing you pay debts for sinners, and whenever you hear offenses and infamy against my presence in the blessed sacrament, my daughter, I beg you to pray more for their sake. How I love mankind. I bless you. 3 a.m., 16th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 57. I desire all to be saved. My daughter, give me your company and pray a great deal. Spend these lonely hours to console and implore mercy for mankind. Look at me in my tabernacles and you will understand to what extent I love mankind. The souls I love so much do not understand that it is my great love for them that keeps me day and night in my tabernacle. From my own, I am so abused, blasphemed and ridiculed. Understand this immense suffering in my heart. To what extent could I have suffered for mankind? I desire you to hold me tightly in your heart. For the good of souls, love and obey. If they do not repent, the time is coming when I will only speak with my judge's voice. From the ocean of my mercy, I am calling everyone to transform their hearts in the shining light of my truth. More and more, mankind is misled by, to whom I entrusted souls to lead along my path of life and truth, have abused my very gospel, and finally they have decided to labor hard in order to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. Their iniquity is repugnant. The Freemasons shout, "We do not want God." What sorrow grieves my heart. Many innocent souls are led to perdition as if I did not come into the world for humanity. In the sacrament of my love, I am never weary of souls. I desire all to be saved. I am so pleased by small hosts to atone for souls and make reparations. I bless you. 2:20 a.m., 25th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 58. I desire everybody to come back into my sheepfold. My daughter, spend these hours with me. These are my difficult and lonely dark hours. The souls I love so much do not understand that led by the devil, are laboring hard so that they abolish my presence. Pray a great deal and atone and make reparation. I love mankind with all my heart. I feel great sorrow and pressed down by the work of my own. I desire everybody to come back into my sheepfold. Souls have gone a distance from me as they are all led to perdition by, I entrusted souls to. I bless you. 26th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 59. Pray for my church. My daughter, listen well. With anguished heart, I beg you, be prepared for the sacrifice that I expect of you. Watch, pray and do penance. Attend holy masses of atonement. With tears in my heart, I am calling everyone to pray and atone. My desire is that humanity be converted through prayer, sacrament and holy mass of atonement. Even though it costs you many tears, you must listen to me and pray a great deal. I want to save mankind. This is the time of overwhelming violence. Pray for my church. Beware. Woe to those who tell only lies. I am very sad and my heart is filled with pain. Whoever frees his mind from mundane affairs and returns to my love will have my forgiveness. I will embrace them and forgive their sins. I ask mankind to convert itself at least because of perdition. I ask mankind to convert itself at least because of the love that I have for them. With love and mercy I am calling them back to my sheepfold, to my truth and my light. Pray a great deal. Do not lose any of your precious times. Spend it with me for the salvation of souls. Put yourself in the high spirit of contemplation. Cloister mankind in your heart. I need your complete obedience. Follow and learn. This is what I want of you. I bless you. 1:30 a.m., 2nd January, 1988. Footnote 31. Take note of the two motives for conversion. Conversion because of perdition and conversion because of love. The first is not generally encouraged, but in the circumstances, it would seem that the Lord knows that it will serve his purpose. The second is the only genuine reason for conversion. Footnote 32. I am very sad. See Divine Appeal, 12th January, 1988. Footnote 33. There is no message on 1st January, 1988. Divine Appeal 60. My great pain is to receive abuse and condemnation from my own, who have decided to labor hard in order to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. My daughter, spend these hours with me. These are my difficult hours of darkness. I desire you to make reparation for the pains I receive in the sacrament of my love. Implore mercy for sinners. It is Satan's hour. Abandon yourself in my heart and do what I ask of you. My great pain is to receive abuse and condemnation from, who have decided to labor hard in order to abolish the holy sacrifice of Mass. I am so ridiculed in the sacrament of my love. In the holy hour, I ask them to meditate on this pain I receive at nights according to my desire. I speak to you amid tears because mankind led by, are on the way to perdition. I suffered all the pain for mankind. What more could I have suffered? Pray a great deal. Do not lose any of these precious times. Cloister mankind in your heart. Do not leave me alone. I need your company. I want your complete obedience. Speak and follow my words. Heed them in your heart. This is what I want of you. I bless you. 2:15 a.m., 3rd January, 1988. Divine Appeal 61. If there are no prayers, the powers of evil will break loose. My daughter, listen to what I tell you. I have given you many signs of my presence in you. Pray and do what I have asked you to do. Meditate in these dark hours. The Freemasons are abusing me in the sacrament of my love. They also abuse my very gospel. The iniquity is repugnant. They shout, we do not want God. What great sorrow grieves my heart. In the sacrament of my love, I am so afflicted and neglected by my own. Each day, they continue along the way of perdition. Immense is the chain of scandals. The world is a swampland of muck and mire. Never before has the world needed prayers and penances as in these tragic times. If there are no prayers, the powers of evil will break loose. I pursue them when they are distant, and I wait for them. What a pain, my own. Abandon their vocations, and drag down all. From the ocean of my mercy, I am calling and warning them before it is too late. Time is approaching when I will speak with my judge's voice. Have lost their senses. These times are worse. It is my great love for mankind that keeps me day and night in the tabernacle. I am never weary of sinners. My daughter, spend this hour in prayer to console me in the sacrament of my love for the pains I receive from. Watch and hold mankind in your heart. Implore mercy for them. I am sad in the tabernacle. Do not leave me alone. Evil is prevailing over good. Satan will manage through, to infiltrate. What a pain. Remain awake with me, my daughter. I delight to see you gazing on me in the sacrament of my love. I bless you. 1:30 a.m., 4th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 62. In the sacrament of my love, I never sleep, and I am never weary of my vigil for sinners. My daughter, watch and pray. Keep me company in these dark and difficult hours. Meditate on the evil of my own. In the sacrament of my love, I never sleep, and I am never weary of my vigil for sinners. I keep on watching beneath my sacramental veil. My heart is grieved by my own, who are laboring hard in these hours to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. It is Satan's hour. Pray a great deal. Do not lose any of these precious times. Implore mercy for sinners and give me consolation for my love. I bless you. 2:15 a.m., 5th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 63. What a pain to see that many are approaching damnation. My daughter, understand my pains. I speak to you amid tears. Pray a great deal to console me and to appease the wrath of my eternal Father. Implore mercy for sinners. These are grave moments. Never before has the world needed prayers like in these present times. These are my difficult hours, in which are laboring hard to destroy the holy sacrifice of the Mass. With my head bowed down, I am walking in the milling crowds. I am so abused and ridiculed. I am sad beneath my sacramental veil. I am watching and loving all. Do not lose this precious time. Pray and cloister souls in your heart. I would not want anyone to be condemned. What a pain for me to see that many are approaching damnation. Woe to them who only abuse me and do not believe in my divine love. The devil is at work to destroy souls. He already knows that his time is very short. If mankind wants to be saved, they must come back and pray and do penance. The world has lost its senses. It is my desire that man be redeemed from all sin. My eternal Father's anger is overflowing. Souls are imprisoned by the devil. What a pain. Many sacrileges are committed day and night against me. What more could I have suffered for mankind? Blessed are those who listen to my voice and prepare themselves. They will never see the true light, because they have followed the ways of the devil. I desire to save all from the evil one. It is my great love for mankind that keeps me in the tabernacle. I call everyone to live as living tabernacles. I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 6th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 64. My left hand points to a warning and my right hand to a miracle. See Divine Appeal, 8th December, 1987. My daughter, watch and pray. Listen to my voice. These are great warnings of mercy. My left hand points to a warning and my right hand to a miracle. These are my words of warning obtained from my divine mercy. Pray and implore for the mitigation of evil in mankind. In the sacrament of my love, I am so sad, because my own are laboring hard to abolish my presence. My great pain is that I am only receiving abuses and ridicules. What more could I have done for mankind? Satan will be able to infiltrate the, what a pain. I continuously pour my mercy in human hearts. Make small hosts, which will pray and atone. With the small hosts, I ask you to establish the prayer shifts. I desire to continuously pour my mercy in the human hearts. I desire to continue always for the salvation of more souls. I bless you. 4 a.m., 6th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 65. The souls I love so much do not understand. My daughter, spend these terrible hours with me. Watch and implore mercy for sinners. The souls I love so much do not understand. These are grave moments. Pray and atone without ceasing. In the sacrament of my love, I never sleep. I am so much abused by my own. The world is in ruins and desolation. What a pain, my daughter. I warn mankind because I want it to be converted. The devil will cast its evil powers on the nations. In a given moment he will destroy the best part of my flock. I am agonizing over souls. Pray and do penance to save souls and you will obtain God's predilection. I feel great pain to be neglected and ridiculed by. Keep awake for the sake of sinners. Pray and cloister all in your heart. Do not be afraid. You have to realize my will. I want you to console and appease the wrath of my eternal Father. Put yourself in the high spirit of contemplation. I bless you. 2:15 a.m., 8th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 66. My heart is in great pain. See Divine Appeal, 2nd, 16th, and 17th January, 1988. My daughter, pray and do penance. Listen to what I tell you now and always. Don't you realize that I have chosen you as an instrument? Even if it will cost you many tears, you must listen to me and write down messages for me. This is my work. These are times of overwhelming violence. I need to give my warning before it is too late. You have to pray and accompany me. Implore mercy for sinners. My heart is in great pain. The souls I love so much do not understand. The scandal, and all kinds of malicious corruption, all devilish work, when laboring hard before my holy altars to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. More than ever, immerse yourself in the most high spirit of contemplation. Cloister mankind in your heart. Pray, watch and atone. After receiving me, do not leave me alone, just like Judas. I am still sold and abused in the sacrament of my love. Heed my words and stick to what I tell you. Do not abandon my living words. Through my beloved servant, I erect an altar in your heart. Pray without losing any time. I am pleased at the masses of atonement. With my infinite love, I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 12 January, 1988. Divine Appeal 67. I never sleep. My daughter, watch and pray. These are my difficult hours. Do not abandon my words. Implore mercy for sinners. Do not lose any of these precious times. In the sacrament of my love, I am so much blasphemed and ridiculed. I implore you to watch in order to console me. Make reparation and obtain mercy for sinners. I never sleep. I am always watching and calling souls back to my sheepfold. I feel great pains to see my own, laboring hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. More than ever, they are leading many souls to perdition. It is my desire that everybody should be saved. No one goes to hell without his own consent. I am agonizing over souls. I bless you. 3:05 a.m., 14th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 68. I am calling again and again. I am never weary of calling sinners back. My daughter, pray and keep awake and give me your company. These are grave moments and difficult hours for me when my own are laboring hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. More than ever, I am blasphemed, ridiculed, abused, condemned and spat upon. The times demand accelerated action, because my pain is immense. The world is in a swampland of muck and mire. I assure you truly, never before has the world needed prayers like in these tragic times. If prayers and penances are not offered, the powers of evil will break loose. I implore mercy for sinners. Cloister them in your heart. I call them all back to my sheepfold. These times are worse. The good do not pray. Behold, I offered my whole self to the Father for all. What a pain that every day I am more forgotten and neglected, in the forefront my own. As I continue to love mankind, I am forced to walk in the midst of the milling crowds, with my head bowed down. In the tabernacles I remain day and night waiting and calling to embrace all. I desire all to be saved. I am calling again and again. I am never weary of calling sinners back. Souls are only falling into perdition. I love them all. I pour my infinite mercy in human hearts, and I let them see my saving power. Pray and atone. For my sake, accept all the hardships on your way. Everything has an exact purpose, for good. I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 15th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 69. I am overwhelmed with pain and derision. My daughter, spend these dark hours with me. Watch with me, pray and atone. Implore mercy for sinners. Make reparation for all the pains I receive, and pray to appease the wrath of my eternal Father. The pains that I receive continuously pierce my heart. I remain in the sacrament of my love seated with outrages in my mystery. I assure you, I am overwhelmed with pain and derision. Give me company. The souls I love so much do not understand. I am eager and ready to receive all sinners if they should come back to my sheepfold. I preserve the life of grace and sustain it. I am agonizing over souls. My mercy is a great appeal to them. The action of mankind brings destruction and ruin to the world. Pray a great deal. Through prayer, I will call the attention of many lost souls. What hurts me most is my own. They attack me on all sides. They continue to be traitors to perdition. The iniquity is repugnant. They shout that they do not want me. I want them to realize this truth. Pray and do penance. Cloister mankind in your heart. You have to be obedient, serene and humble, for the good of souls. I bless you. 2:45 a.m., 16th January, 1988. Divine Appeal 70. I keep awake day and night in the sacrament of my love. So many have forgotten and whipped me. More than ever, they continue insulting and abusing me. Their ingratitude pains my heart greatly. I remain so lonely and afflicted in tabernacles. I keep watching on my destroyers. My daughter, pray and atone. Watch with me at these dark hours. I want to save mankind. I grieve to see many souls approaching damnation. Blessed are those who listen to my word and prepare themselves. The anger of my eternal Father is overflowing. The world has lost its senses. I am bending down over humanity. I call them all to transform their hearts. In the light of my truth, my own, pierce my heart with swords. I still grant them time to amend. It is terrible to fall in the hands of my eternal Father. These are times of overflowing violence. The chalice is filled. My own are laboring hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. Satan wants full victory and treachery against my children. Freemasonry hurls itself against the deal for souls. I keep awake day and night in the sacrament of my love. So many have forgotten and whipped me. More than ever, they continue insulting and abusing me. Their ingratitude pains my heart greatly. I remain so lonely and afflicted in my tabernacles. I keep watching at my destroyers. Pray a great deal and implore mercy for sinners. With love and mercy, I am calling them all to repent and come back to my sheepfold. I bless you. 17th January, 1988. Footnote 34. Hebrews 10:31. Divine Appeal 71. My left hand points to a warning and my right to a miracle. My daughter, pray, watch and atone. Listen to my voice of mercy and love for mankind. Pray more for the scandals of the world. My left hand points to a warning and my right hand to a miracle. I speak with tears in my heart. I am so ridiculed and spat upon by my own. What a pain to me. Time is approaching when my church will be devastated and sacked. My own have become like enraged lions. There are very many sacrileges committed against my presence in the tabernacles. Many have lost their dignity and light of reason. The devil has chained their hearts. Led by him they labor hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. The chalice is filled. My eternal Father's justice is so powerful and will exterminate what is rotten. I want him to make my word echo in souls. My word addresses everyone to do penance and pray. They have to abandon sin. Never before has the world needed prayers like in these tragic times. If there are no prayers, the power of the evil one will win. What a pain. The souls I love so much do not understand me. I am in agony over souls. I am so abused and denied. With my head bowed down, I am forced to walk through the milling crowds. From all this, I ask for prayers and atonement. I am so much afflicted. In my vigil for sinners I never sleep. I am ever watchful beneath my sacramental veil. I implore to be exposed. At least, once a week, will be more consoling to me. If I am lifted, I will draw all men to myself. 2 a.m., 18th January, 1988. Footnote 35. I implore to be exposed, a request for the exposition of the Blessed Sacrament. Footnote 36. John 12:32, he does not draw anyone against his will. They are only drawn to Christ if they themselves wish it. Divine Appeal 72. The Freemasons are abusing me in the tabernacles and in my very gospel. The iniquity is repugnant. Evil concerns are in the hands of the Freemasons. They have all agreed to abolish the Mass. My daughter, spend these terrible hours with me. I need your company. Watch, pray and atone. Implore mercy for sinners. Do not tire. The Freemasons are abusing me in the tabernacles and in my very gospel. The iniquity is repugnant. Unite your heart to my tears of blood. These are the moments they are laboring hard to abolish my holy sacrifice of the Mass. My eternal Father is so offended. What a sorrow. With their own hands, they are executing themselves. They only desire to see the church in ruin. Evil concerns are in the hands of the Freemasons. They have all agreed to abolish the Mass. What a pain. Satan is in the midst of their ranks. I assure you that souls are allied with Satan. My great love for mankind keeps me day and night in the Blessed Sacrament. How much pain do I receive from their treason and indignity. With many sins, revenge cries out on my eternal Father's behalf. I desire mankind to be saved. No one goes to hell without his consent. I am calling all back to my sheepfold. The world has lost its senses. I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 19th January, 1988. Footnote 37. With their own hands they are executing themselves. See Divine Appeal, 11th December, 1987. Divine Appeal 73. My desire is that humanity be converted through prayer and sacrament. Mankind is racing towards the precipice of perdition. My daughter, listen to me. Pray a great deal and watch with me. Humanity must be converted. With tears in my heart, I am calling everyone to pray. My desire is that humanity be converted through prayer and sacrament. Mankind, like Judas, betrays my heart and drags souls to perdition. They chase blindly after their brutal conceptions of life. This will constitute their sentence. What a pain to me. In the front line is my own. They tragically cut the innocent into pieces and those who are faithful to me. The world is desolated because of iniquitous evil. My daughter, I want sinners to be converted. In the sacrament of my love, I am so lonely and afflicted, without any visitors for many hours. In my tabernacles, I am forgotten and rejected by very many souls. Give me company and pray a great deal. This is the only way to save the part of this world which has lost its senses. I love mankind, and this is why I make myself visible and assure this to you. Listen to my anguished voice. This work has to be a movement of continuous prayer, for reparation and conversion of souls. Do not be afraid. Pray a great deal and cloister souls in your heart. In each face, see my countenance, as you must live in deep humility for love of souls. Do the will of my eternal Father and completely surrender yourself. I enlighten you. Calm down in everything. This is what I want of you. I bless you. 20th January, 1988. Footnote 38. This work, for conversion of souls, here, the Lord proposes a solution to this painful scandal, the abuse of the Holy Eucharist. There should be a movement dedicated to praying and atoning. Divine Appeal 74. The chalice is filled. My daughter, spend these dark hours with me. These are my difficult hours. Bitter ingratitude has wounded my heart. What a pain to me. Mankind does not want to listen to my call of tears. Their hearts are invaded by Satan. My mercy is followed by divine justice. The souls I love so much do not understand to what extent I suffered all the pains for mankind. What more could I have suffered? The chalice is filled. Time is approaching when I will speak with my judge's voice. These are brave moments. Pray a great deal and do what I ask you without wanting to know how and when. The cross is the joy of paradise. Mankind must know that the light shines in the darkness. I love them all and I need them to be docile to my warnings of mercy. Pray and do not lose these precious times. I would like my voice full of affliction to fly to the ends of the earth, saying over and over, be attentive. In the sacrament of my love, I am continually receiving abuses, passing through the milling crowds with bowed head, because of the many sacrileges against my divine sacrament in the tabernacle. I am calling everyone to pray and atone. I will pour my infinite mercy in human hearts. More and more, I will draw them to myself. Everyone should come to the ocean of my mercy before it is too late. I bless you. 1:15 a.m., 21st January, 1988. Footnote 39. Invitation to Grace, Isaiah 55:1-2, Proverbs 9:5, John 7:37. Divine Appeal 75. I am more and more despised and abused in the sacrament of my love. My daughter, spend these dark and terrible hours with me. Give me company. Pray and atone for mankind. Souls are allied with Satan. Implore mercy for them. More and more I am despised and abused in the sacrament of my love. The world advances towards the precipice from one day to the next. If mankind listens to my warning and comes back to me, then my mercy will be great to them. With tears and mercy, I bend over humanity. What a pain to see my own, in the front line, laboring hard to abolish the holy sacrifice of the Mass. I remain so lonely and abused in many tabernacles of the world. I am calling souls to come back before it is too late. Time is approaching when I will no longer speak with mercy, rather the divine justice will work. From all these pains, I am continuously passing through the milling crowds. The anger of my eternal Father is overflowing. With tears in my heart, I am agonizing over souls. It is terrible to fall in the justice of my eternal Father. Unite yourself to my suffering heart. I love mankind so much. It is this love that keeps me day and night in my blessed sacrament. Mankind must be aware of these brave moments. Pray a great deal. Put yourself in the high spirit of contemplation and cloister souls in your heart. Do not be afraid of what will happen. I gaze over you. Pray and implore mercy for mankind. I bless you. 2:30 a.m., 23rd January, 1988. Footnote 40. Hebrews 10:31.